She's very...
The Ivy Liverpool hurdle at Grade 1 level over the extended 3.5 miles a furlong. They're racing down towards the first of their 13 flights of hurdles, and plenty go up there early on. To the right-hand side is Home by the Lee. Montmoral is with him with Hiddenvalley Lake. Outer Belly's Prominence and So Too the Grey Kitzbühel have all safely negotiated the opening flight of hurdles. Last year's winner, Strong Leader, quite handy there as well, there with the noseband on. Behind the principals, the mare Jetara in those orange and black silks. And then Gwenny May Boy won at the meeting last season, those purple and yellow colours. Then Buddy won. Sounds Russian is currently second to last, and the overall trailer is the Wall Park as they begin to swing the left-hander. And I'll take them through the national starting point and on towards the back straight here at the hurdles track this time. Montmoral's gone on now in the hands of Harry Cobden, leading by a length or so. Making a bit more now, maybe a couple. Two in second, Strong Leader. Then Outer Belly and Home by the Lee, followed closely by Kitzbühel. Then came Hiddenvalley Lake and the Wall Park, who's making up a bit of ground now. Gwenny May Boy between those, Jetara a little wider out. Then came Buddy 1 and Sounds Russian, all safely to the other side there of flight number 2, on towards the middle jump over on the back straight for the first time. Montmoral goes along in front from Strong Leader and Outer Belly. Then Home by the Lee, Hiddenvalley Lake and the wider Kitzbühel. Then came Jetara, Gwenny May Boy to the inside the Wall Park, followed then by Buddy 1 and Sounds Russian at the rear of the field under Brian Hughes at the final flight over on the far side. This time around, Montmoral led the way. Montmoral from Strong Leader in second place under Sean Bowen. Outer Belly's next and Brian Carver in third. Home by the Lee towards the inside of Kitzbühel. Between those is Hiddenvalley Lake, and wider from those mentioned is Jetara and Nico de Boinville. Then Gwenny May Boy and Harry Skelton, Sounds Russian and Buddy 1. And the Wall Park to the inside of Mark Walsh as they travel down the side of the course and head back towards home again shortly. Montmoral continues with the advantage. Over in second, Strong Leader. Outer Belly against the inside, followed then by Jetara. Between him is Kitzbühel, the yellow and black check jacket. Black sleeves for Hiddenvalley Lake. Closely attended to by Home by the Lee and Gwenny May Boy. Then the Wall Park and Buddy 1 and Sounds Russian as they come to take flight number 5. Over which it was Montmoral who still held the lead. Montmoral then by 2 lengths to Strong Leader Jetara, Outer Belly and Hiddenvalley Lake. Strong Leader just took a slight chance of that. Kitzbühel behind the principals. Then Gwenny May Boy and Home by the Lee from the Wall Park and Buddy 1. And then Sounds Russian as they race on through their starting points on towards flight number 7, which will be the last of the 13 next time around. Montmoral skipped over in front, landed by 2 lengths to Strong Leader in second. Outer Belly back in third, then Jetara and Hiddenvalley Lake. On that one's outside is Gwenny May Boy. Kitzbühel just worse than midfield. Home by the Lead to the inside of the Wall Park. Then Buddy 1 and Sounds Russian is the back marker. And they're about to go left-handed again. And it's Montmoral who leads the field in the Liverpool hurdle. Shows the way from Strong Leader, last year's winner in second. Outer Belly back in third. Then the mare Jetara. She's as close as she's ever been so far. She's up at a fourth now. Then Hiddenvalley Lake and Gwenny May Boy, followed by Home by the Lee, the Wall Park, Kitzbühel and Buddy 1, and then came Sounds Russian, who remains the back marker. So into the far side, they've got 6 more flights of hurdles left to take. And it's Montmoral from Strong Leader, Outer Belly and Jetara the leading 4 from Hiddenvalley Lake, and then Gwenny May Boy out over this next hurdle. Home by the Lee made a mistake at that. Kitzbühel jumps over that one together with the Wall Park. Buddy 1 is next. Home by the Lee is ridden along. Sounds Russian is last of all as they race towards the middle flight of hurdles over on the far side. Montmoral from Strong Leader, Outer Belly and Jetara. Hiddenvalley Lake was next. From Gwenny May Boy, the Wall Park was just pushed along on the landing side there. From Kitzbühel and Buddy 1. Home by the Lee continues to be under driving. Sounds Russian is last of all as they come to take 4 out the final flight over on the far side of the track. The Wall Park made a mistake going out over that one. So it's Montmoral Monmoral is still the one to get by, but plenty to play for. Jetara to the outside going well, so too Strong Leader. And completing the leading 4 Outer Belly, Gwenny May Boy is next. Hiddenvalley Lake between horses as they're about to race down the side of the course. No move yet from Kitchbuell. And then being ridden along is the Wool Park. Behind the Wool Park is Buddy One, Sounds Russian and Home by the lead, the two who are toiling at the back. So they'll soon be at the top of the home straight again. Monmoral joined by Jetara. Strong Leader in amongst those two. Then came Gwenny May Boy and Hiddenvalley Lake. A couple away then to Kitchbuell, who's creeping up into this. Outer Belly's now ridden along. The Wool Park has been under driving for a little bit now as well. This is 3 from the end. Jetara and Strong Leader have got to Monmoral. Hiddenvalley Lake now producing an effort right in behind them. Then Kitchbuell, who for the first time has now just been shaken up. Then came Gwenny May Boy. 2 from the end, almost 4 in a line. Jetara, Strong Leader, Monmoral's back for more to the far side. Hiddenvalley Lake every chance more towards the near side, the Black Sleeves. They're racing down towards the final flight of hurdles. Hiddenvalley Lake and Darragh O'Keefe from Jetara in second. At the last now, Hiddenvalley Lake landed in front. Jetara's trying to rally up the run-in. Strong Leader back in third, and then came Monmoral with just over a half a furlong to go. It's Hiddenvalley Lake by 3 lengths to Jetara. Strong Leader staying on again to press for second, but it's Hiddenvalley Lake who's out clear, and Hiddenvalley Lake will win the Ivy Liverpool hurdle. Hiddenvalley Lake in front, beats Strong Leader, Jetara, then the Wool Park, Kitchbuell and Monmoral, followed by Buddy One.
Brian Atchison and the Rob Core ownership will have come here to Aintree today believing that they could win this race, but probably believing that they could win it with Chupo. But the drying ground meant that he was withdrawn. They had a super sub, and that super sub was Hiddenvalley Lake, who's won the Liverpool Hurdle Grade 1 at odds of 12-1 in the hands of Darragh O'Keefe. Darragh O'Keefe will be on senior chief in the Randox Grand National for the trainer of this horse, Henry de Bromhead, who's provided him with so many of his great victories. Hiddenvalley Lake has won. Excellent performance from last year's winner. Strong Leader right back on point today on ground that he likes here at Liverpool in second place, and a fine run from Jetara for Jessie Harrington and Nico de Boinville. She's run something close to a career best here, the mare, but the winner of the Liverpool Hurdle, the Ivy Liverpool Hurdle, is Hiddenvalley Lake. Martin Dixon.
Beaten just ahead in the long walk on his penultimate start. And we hadn't seen him since January when the de Bromhead horses were not firing on all cylinders, it's fair to say. The last time that we saw him, he missed Cheltenham, came here fresh, and flat track, good ground, absolutely spot on for him. And he's back to his long walk form, which did give him a chance, Dan, for all that he was a double figure price.
Yeah, and reversing form from 12 months ago. The 1, 2, 3 were back. Strong Leader was the one who came out on top 12 months ago. Not so this time, with Buddy One also out of the picture. Ran on well, Strong Leader, rallied, but Hiddenvalley Lake had already got the jump on him and reverses that form. By staying standards, he's a lightly raced horse.
And by staying standards, he's not that strong a stayer on what we've seen so far through his career. And the fact that there was more of a premium today on a little bit of toe has played into his hands.
I think it is, yeah, it has, yeah. His last win was at Navan in February of last year over 2 mile 5, so he's effective over shorter distances as well. And it's one of them horses that's won, and you're thinking he was a double figure price, and there was actually quite a bit going for him when you consider that his last run was during that lull for the yard. Much talked about, of course, going into the Cheltenham Festival. Plenty left it behind, and he'd been given a little bit longer and primed for a race in which he was placed last year.
Spare a thought for Monmoral, he was on fumes by the end.
Yeah.
He's cleared the last still in contention and has tried really hard. But never a horse, I suppose, as a Pertemps winner, not a dour stayer, and a change of tactics today perhaps played something of a role in that weak finish.
And Kitchbuell didn't really offer what we hoped.
Well, he didn't settle. I thought watching him over 2 miles that he would relax just because of how he'd seemed and his demeanour, but he didn't settle well enough off a slower gallop. They made a little bit less use of him.